am Mahi, and I'm thrilled to welcome you all to another inspiring conversation.
And I am Rajiv, and today we are joined by someone very special who reflects growth, versatility, and depth. Narayan, sir, Senior Data Analyst at BCGX, former BCG Gamma and MU Sigma professional, and a proud BITian who has served as a Model Club secretary in his college days. Sir, it's an honor to have you with us.
Thank you for calling me for this conversation. I hope we both learned something today, and after maybe half an hour or an hour, we both have something to take away from this meeting.
So, let's begin with your BIT Sindri days. How would you describe yourself as a student, academically, personally, and socially?
Okay. Mm, so I call myself an accidental engineer and then a data scientist. So I never had a plan to sort of do engineering after plus two. But I think I took a drop for a year and then prepared for it and got into BIT Sindri. Definitely, when I started, I was, you can say, an introvert who used to be in his own world, talk less with people, interact less. Then I think with the journey during BIT, what I learned is like that's not how things should work. Then I had to reinvent a lot. Definitely, just to give you an idea, I tried to give the interview for Model Club the first time. I failed. Then the first and done event happened in my first year, and post that, I think there was still a position left. Then my friend and my roommate, Priyank, you might know him. So he suggested that why not I give a second try? And even then, I was like, okay, I do want to join and do some club activity within BIT. Definitely not a person who was born with talents for arts or singing or anything else. So I was like, I can do more into technical because over there I can always learn, reinvent, and improve on whatever I have. So yeah, the second time I gave, I was selected for Model Club, and then things changed a lot. Um, yeah, I would say from being an introvert, by the time I left, I became an omnivert, not an extrovert too, but an omnivert. Definitely, a lot of things I learned during the journey. Um, like the thing is interacting with people, learning a lot about them. Learn, so the thing is, whenever you interact with someone, you learn something. It's not like you just interact and you go away with the thoughts that you had prior to the interaction. It's more of like you learn something, you think that okay, this is something which you should be picking up and then applying in your own life. So that's how I met a lot of folks, really brilliant folks during my time, who were passionate about different parts of life, and that's how I just picked small things, learned from them, and I think here. Um, if I'm here today, it's because of those small changes or small things which I learned from everyone. So yeah, I would say the journey was quite interesting. When I started, I think I was in hostel number 11 or something, the oldest hostel or something. There were challenges. I think a lot has changed in the college recently, but we like being prepared for those challenges, trying to solve for it, learning from those experiences, and trying not to repeat those mistakes. I think with the people, with the professors, with the whole BIT environment, learned a lot.
Sir, it's your
Yeah.
humbleness that you call yourself an accidental engineer.
I do call myself a lot of accidental stuff. Like for me, people make plans that okay, I will do this and that and then this. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Just give full focus on it. So you might have heard about that. There are two people who are thinkers and who are doers. I'm more of a doer thing. You give me stuff to do, I will just learn and do it. So that I prefer to be in that part of the world and not on the thinker side. But yeah.
Thank you, sir. Sir, in your college days, you were very
Hmm.
highly active in Model Club, as well as you were the tab coordinator.
Yeah.
Not to forget that you were also an electrical engineer, which is considered the most toughest branch. How had you managed all that?
Um, See, the thing is, our semesters, if you see it, is of 6 months, and definitely there are highs and lows during those phases. Um, there are general tendencies like whenever you have exams or the midsems, you start preparing prior to that, like a week or two. So definitely the effort that goes into that whole preparation. If you are in a college, the first priority for you is to definitely give your best to the academics, because that also defines like where exactly you land up in your career. So that was something, again, it's not like a straight curve, it's more of a sinusoidal curve. Just before the exam, you will like invest a lot of time to sort of learn of about whatever has been taught and give your best in the exam. But during the phases when you are not that active academically, you have a lot of time to explore or experiment on other things. So for me, definitely, like model club was something um, we all like. For us, we always wanted to contribute something to the college and for the society. So definitely, like spending time preparing for the whole event, the Sundan event, or anything. You have that initial period of academics when you can spend more of your time, and definitely when there's exam, no event happens, so you can just drop it down. But yeah, it's more of like optimizing for the right time, and um, then browsing through this whole journey. And also, like you also have to enjoy your college life for sure. So it's not like that the whole time you keep thinking about it, okay, Sandhan is coming, let's just work on it, or exam is coming, let's study about it. So you have to keep switching the gears and giving your best on whatever you are doing.
You're coming from electrical background. What motivated you to join data science and prepare for that? Because it was a huge
Mhm.
transition being an electrical engineer to a data science.
Right. So, okay, the short answer would be again an accidental one, but yeah, I will give you a walkthrough of like how things changed during final year. So, prior to final year, I did my internship in HL in Bangalore. So then I was like, okay, I need to go into the public sector, do something in the electrical engineering side of the world. Um, then I like saw that okay, there was a lot of things which you had to spend over there, and the type of person I had become. Um, so it's said in the world that if you want to become someone, you have to think about how that person was during your time and maybe after 2 years from now. So say if I'm a SCS now, if I have to become an LDS or someone like a principal data scientist, so I have to think about what they are doing and I have to start doing that now. Now the thing is, the same thing happened with me. I went for the internship. I saw definitely the work that was being done over there was remarkable. The R&D team was really fantastic. But for me, I found that the type of person I had become and the type of what you call the so say the type of knowledge that I had and the type of things I wanted to do, it was not resonating that well. But even then, I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Because until you do it, you don't know that if it is fitting you or not. So I thought of trying that, but during the initial placement days, then few I spoke with a couple of seniors and got an understanding of the difference between the private sector and the public sector world of it. And then I found that my personality and the things that I wanted to do in life aligned more on the private side of it. Then I think TCS came. I sat for IBM. So generally, what happens that whenever you sit for an interview, you try to crack it, give your best, and then move on. So during the interview, like I think there was GDI, I cracked it, and then I was just waiting for my final round, which was one-to-one interview, and my friend Vineet was there, and he was like, "Ab to ye tumhara ho jayega, you will crack it and all." But somehow inside, I was like, "No, I don't want to do this." So for me, I didn't feel it right to go and give the interview, crack it, and then work on it. So I directly went inside. I gave the interview, and then when they asked, "Do you want to join it?" I said, "No, I don't want." I don't know what happened at that point in time. Then I sat for Mu Sigma, which was the analytics firm. Um, so somehow sat for it. And well, I think the whole college was preparing for it. And then the first round happened in college. Then we had to go to BIT Mesra for the pool campus. And somehow, like during the whole process, something changed in me, and I was like, okay, this is something which is suiting what I want to do in life. It had a GD, it had a lot of summarizations, a lot of thinking that you had to do. You are talking to such prime folks, like the way they presented, the way they were talking. So it somehow triggered something, and I gave the interview, and somehow I don't know what happened. I was the first one who was selected for that for Mu Sigma, and just to say, like from BIT also, I was the only person who was selected. So that whole event of like giving the interview, first giving the written round in VCG, then going to BIT, the whole day traveling, then staying up the whole night, giving the interview, and being the first person and the only person. Then something happened, and I felt like, okay, this feels right to me. So yeah, it's hard to explain, but when you get into a process, and if it makes you feel that, okay, this is something that you wanted to do, but you didn't know that you wanted to do. So that's how things happen. And I got into the analytics words. And that's why I say that I'm an accidental data scientist too. So for me, yeah, like I've been just doing things. And when I felt something is right, I just continued with it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
So, across this entire journey, from
Mhm.
analyst to senior data scientist, what key skills, experiences, or turning points contributed the most to your growth?
Mhm. Okay. Um, All right. So the thing is, if you get deep into the data science world, so analysts are the people who are more of like, certain programming skills, you deliver the project, and like you think through the problem statement, you solve for it, you deliver it. That's the whole journey. But for a data scientist, it's more of like uh, a problem statement is shown to you. You think of like what all possible things could be done to solve for it. Like definitely, if your problem is there, there could be one way to solve, like two ways or three ways. Now it's your way, like how you decide how you will be solving it. Again, you solve for it, but is it getting actually implemented in the client side, or the person who has asked you to solve for it is actually using it or not, is something which you have to bring in. It's more of like the effort that you put to explain those things to the client, and also like making sure that it goes live and being used, and you are tracking it in the real world, and making sure that it is generating say either a revenue or whatever was the desired outcome. That's the whole thing which you have to put in as an SDS. So it's more of like as an analyst, you just solve the data science problem. But as an SDS, you solve the data science problem, plus you solve that in real world the things are working out, and it's giving you the desired output for which you have tried to solve for. No
So your
worries.
journey from MU Sigma to PCG Gamma and then
Mhm.
PCGX is truly inspiring. Sir, each phase of this promotion and switching has sir, each phase has taught you something
Mhm.
like problem solving, analytics, and then also leadership skill.
Mhm.
So, sir, what advice would you like to give to us?
Um, okay. See, the thing is, definitely at different stage of your career, or be it in college, you will learn different things. The first year when you started in your college, you were taught almost everything. But if I'm not mistaken, the first 6 months or the 2 semesters, you are even taught. If you are an electrical engineer, you are even taught C++. So the thing is, you have to be like what do you call not master of all or something. I forgot the exact term,
Jack of
but
all.
jack of all. Sorry,
Yes.
yeah, jack of all, but you are master of none. But the thing is, as and when you progress, you go to second year, third year, final year, the depth in which you study certain things, it increases. If you're in electrical engineers, you will go in depth of the rotors and all, mechanical separate. CS, maybe you learn few more programming languages. So and so on. Like for again for different branches, it could be different other things. So similarly, when I started my career, it was more of like, okay, I will in data science there are multiple different verticals. There's a data analyst who just like who mostly code in Python or depending on the different programming languages. Then there are business analysts who have majorly worked on Tableau, Power BI, Power Apps. So it's more of like a visualization tools. Then there are data engineers who create a lot of pipelines to sort of make sure that the data movements are happening in an automated fashion. Things are getting automated, so no one has to manually sit and run it. And then there are other verticals too. Now the thing is, in the initial phase, you learn that. As and when you grow, you get deeper into one particular sub segment of data science. Like for me, it was like I became like from using everything to just being a data analyst who just focus more on developing models and coding in certain programming languages. Then, as and when I progress, now it's more of like I would say. Uh, 40-50% of coding and 30% of stakeholder management, 20% of managing the juniors. So there's always a transition which goes on. Maybe after the uh, in future the stage where I want to reach over there, it would be more of like uh, managing the stakeholders 50%, managing the juniors 50%, and maybe in between if something goes wrong, then managing the codes. So there's always a transition phase which you have to go through. And again, like I said, if you are a student, say in third year, second year, whichever year, you always reach out to your seniors of the same branch or the club and try to understand that okay, what they are doing now, and then you try to mimic the same stuff as now. So that's how like you find your own guide and you try to follow their footsteps, and at the same time keeping your own thought process in place and making few tweaks here and there so that you are able to reach that place, but even at a with a better learnings. So that's what uh, things have been changing for me. Like I have my own sort of people whom I look up to. I just see what they are dealing in their daily life, and I just try to inculcate the same learnings in my present life and bring in my own flavor to it. So yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir. So, in today's world, data science is booming but also becoming competitive. What
Right.
core skills should BIT students start building if they want to enter analytics or consulting?
Okay. So oh, like I said, uh, the thing is you have to be a doer. If you have plan in place in data science, then I think you are not in the right path. That's my personal view again. Because a lot of things keep changing. Right now, the LLMs have come. A lot of people are talking about AI engineers and vibe coders. Like instead of writing codes, you just have prompt in proper prompts, which gives you a complete code end to end. So the world is changing quite fast now. If you have a certain set of steps to be taken, it will not be the same after 6 months or the 12 months. Definitely, like if you want to get into the data science world, first of all, a launching pad definitely is a must. Either you get into an analytics firm or like via switching in the later part of your career, or you start from an analytics firms by just campus selection. So whatever way through which you reach there, once you are there, it's always like whatever task you are given, uh, you definitely solve for it. But at the same point in time, you keep a mindset where you learn something um, which is unique in your own way to solve for it, and try to sort of reinventing things. So say if uh, you solve a problem of how do you say? Okay, let's say you are going from your hostel to your classroom. There are multiple ways through which you can go, but there could be the more efficient way to do the same thing. Like if you're just walking, you just start using a bicycle or a bike, whatever. So I'm just giving you a random explanation example so that you understand that to solve one problem of moving from one place to another, you have multiple different options. Now the thing is, if people have been doing something in a certain way, you have to always keep challenging, coming up your own thought process of like how it can be solved in a better way, how you can learn something from that project. Always think that okay, whatever task you are given, it's not like you have to just solve for it and move on. You have to bring in some learnings from it. So say if um, okay, how do I tell this? Okay, so right now the thing is say if you are again, let's take the same example of going from your hostel to the college. Now there could be an innovative way to solve for it, right? Now basic innovation, I won't say innovation, but it's more of like that you take a lift from someone, or maybe in order to reach on time you just start early, go for breakfast near the college gate, and then directly go to class from there. So there are multiple different routes which you take. Now, you can always keep learning, innovating, uh, keep a mindset where you are open to take feedbacks that, okay, see, if you start late from your room, you will always reach late to the hostel. So those are the some like feedback loop which will keep running. So the thing is, if you go in a linear fashion, you will learn nothing. You will be just solving whatever has been solved. But if you keep taking feedbacks from people, if you keep questioning why things are being solved in a certain way, or if you keep learning from what is being done earlier and what shouldn't be done and improvising on top of it, you will always keep moving in the right direction. And definitely in data science world also, like if a new technology is coming, you spend some time to learn about it. Definitely you can't be the master on day one or week, but if you keep learning small things about it, you will become uh, a power user at certain point in time. Also, the thing is, your job in your job world, the thing is, although LLMs or anything else is coming, by coding is coming, but uh, in your work, you might not be requiring it. In your work, it might be like, okay, you are just uh, using the normal Pythonic way to solve things, or bringing in some added flavor to it on top of it. So just keep hustling, keep learning, keep challenging things, you will, and keep improvising on top of it. So that's how you will keep moving.
Absolutely, sir. Exploring and getting challenges makes us to learn more and more.
Yep.
The students feel confused about corporate or being a data analyst or studying
Mhm,
further for their higher studies. What roadmap
mhm.
or advice would you like to give to them so that they could choose the right path?
Okay. So for me, I would say, okay. Now, just to give you an example, like in BCG itself, for me, I went to Mu Sigma, then through lateral hiring, I joined BCG. Now, there are people who follow, who have done engineering, then went to job, worked there for 2 years, went to MBA or to do MBA, or to do MTech or some other um, courses, and then they join. So the thing is, definitely the path you follow, you will have a different set of learnings from it. Uh, I also believe that if you get a chance to do masters or PhD, definitely go for it, because the learnings that you will be having is much superior than a normal person who has just done bachelor. Now, once you enter the professional life, uh, definitely you will have your own flavor to add into the whole problem solving. A person who has learned via working through their experience will have a different perspective. You will also, the person who has done a PhD and then joined will have a different perspective. So it's, I think, whatever works for you, definitely do it. For me, higher studies was not an option because of my own family issues. So due to that, I just pursued with going ahead and working. But yeah, if you get an option, go for it, because learning will always add something to your life, and you will bring a different flavor to a solution, and that's always a good thing to do.
Thank you so for your guidance. So, with data becoming the backbone of business decision making, how
Mhm.
important is data literacy for students today, regardless of their branch?
Okay. See, okay. I think it's quite a broad of a question, but if we have to just confine it and try to solve for it. So let's say, okay, I think it's a lot of corporate gyan, but okay. So say, if you want to just open just let's take an simple example. If you want to open a tea stall in the college campus, what all things you will be doing?
Sir, first we will check the spot which is visible to everyone so that everyone can approach the spot. Then, sir, we will
Mhm.
make the price of that tea stall, means the tea in a moderate
Mhm.
range so that everyone can approach around.
Right, right. So when you are given a problem statement, you think in terms of like how you can solve for it, what all data sets uh, you will be taking into consideration to use and come to the final conclusion, right? So for me also, like if I have to do the same activity, I will see first of all if there is a demand of it or not. If people don't drink it, why do I even spend time for it? I will also see like how many competitors are there, if people are there, how their business is going on. Do I need to actually penetrate in that market and try to open it or not? Then definitely the price point, then also the spot I will search for, and also like I will also think of like if I have to sort of tell people about it, how I will be running the different social campaigns and all, and how people have been reacting to those social campaigns in the past. So the thing is not get trying to solve this whole problem now, but yeah, the thing is whenever you are given a problem statement, you come up with some data points and you try to think that okay, how you will solve for it. So in life also, if you have to solve any problem, either you try to gather that data, you try to see how that will adding value to your overall decision making. Also like if someone has already solved for it, you will try to gain some inspiration from that person, that how exactly they solved for it, and then you will be sort of taking a collective decision, and then you will just work on it, right? You will put your full effort. Now the thing is, once you put your full effort, it might be quite possible that you opened your tea stall say just near the college gate, and it didn't work. Then you will have a exit plan to like when exactly you stop selling it. So it's again like the whole world is driven by data. Definitely, it can we generally attribute it to something which you get in an Excel or in a SQL file or something like that. But in real world also, if you have to say just go from college to Dhanbad, you take a lot of decisions. Like, do you want? I don't know if Uber, Ola has some now, but during my time there was an auto or that what do you call not trailer. Sorry. So there were mostly autos. In autos also like there was private and then shared autos. Then those jeeps were there where you can just sit on the top and just go. So again, if even if you take that decision in life, you bring in more a lot of data. Like you want to save money, you want to reach fast, you want to get rid of dust. You just want to sleep that sleep while going spending that 1 hour to travel, and how the road conditions are. If you are not happy with that, you take a train. So there are multiple things in which you just bring in your flavor of data. You try to see the pros and cons, and then you finally take a decision. So it's more of like an analytical brain that starts working for you. Okay, maybe I have uh, moved on from the question a lot, but uh, that's what you wanted to know. Fine.
So, thank you for sharing such meaningful insights. So before we wrap up, we would like to take a lighter turn and step into
Mm,
something every BITN may relates to.
mm,
A few fun, nostalgic insiders questions from the campus life.
mm. Okay. Um, yeah. So in second year, like I know तो कीचड़ वाली होली खेली होगी तुम लोगों ने भी.
Yes,
Second
sir.
year, I forgot the name of the hostel, but it was near 11 hostel. In second year we got just near the playground, and the thing is, we the whole electrical batch, like we got one hostel, so we played the Kichad Holi, and the thing is we threw it across the whole hostel, the lobbies, the rooms, the kitchen area, everywhere, and we create such a ruckus. Then a professor gave the guard called the professor. Professor called some seniors and said that just go and take care of it. Uh, so I still remember that I was the first one who, me and my roommates, we went, we just showered, we changed the clothes. By that time, food came. We sat in the room, closed the door, and we were eating. And then all of a sudden, we heard that everyone was shouting. We thought that maybe still people are playing. Then we got to know that the seniors had come. Every single person was on the lawn, uh, murga bane. Then he came to our room, he opened the door and he saw that, okay, these guys are clean, the room is clean, and they are just sitting and eating. So that's, they might have not done anything. That day, the whole hostel was punished, but luckily we were not. That was one of the incidents which I remember well. Definitely, Sandhan is always on top of the mind. Um, like during my time, almost everyone was quite occupied, but I think the bond which I formed with that time Pressy, Vice Pressy, that was quite a different thing. Like for the first, I think just prior to the event for around 10 days, 14 days, we used to travel every day to either Sindri, not Sindri, uh, Jharia or Dhanbad. And then we used to make the posters, reach out to the sponsors, spend a lot of time, think like what different could be done. So yeah, that was also quite a good experience, just getting a couple of hours of sleep. Uh, and yeah, the bonding was quite well. So yeah, there are multiple different events, but definitely the one spent during Sandhan and this holy thing is something I still remember. And yeah, one more thing was there. I think in the first year, uh, when the seniors used to come. Well, I don't know if ragging happens now or not, but that time it used to. So, like we used to go to the first floor of the hostel, get down through the pipes, run to the jungle. So we there were multiple different incidents. Although I like the ragging shouldn't be done, but due to that, like few of the incidents or the memories are fresh in the mind. And yeah, we used to find innovative ways to solve for it, just get uh save yourself from it. Anyways, yeah, that's what I remember as of
सर यू सर जैसा कि हम देख सकते हैं कि सर आप दिमाग लगा के बच गए उस समय
now.
जब हॉस्टल में चेकिंग हो रही थी होली के टाइम. तो सर इंजीनियरिंग के टाइम कॉलेज में ऐसा कौन सी जगह थी जहाँ आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ या क्लबमेट्स के साथ जाना पसंद करते थे?
um
सर एक
hmm,
फेवरेट स्पॉट होता है हर किसी का कि आज मन नहीं लग रहा है तो घूम के आ जाते हैं.
I think mostly BIT का गेट ही रहता था, वहां जाके चाय पीना. Like uh very like for me also, I became a great fan of tea because of this whole conversation. We used to just walk to the gate, like have a meeting in the club room, uh, do whatever work is done, and then go to uh, the college gate, sit there. I forgot the name of the uh, shops, but it was somewhere near on the right hand side where we used to go sit, drink tea, talk about life, future, club, whatever came into our mind. So yeah, that's how uh, we used to spend time. College gate, I think that was the most I think the best place at that point in time, because the whole academic building used to be closed. Then hostels, that all you learn left as either on the playground or on the rooftop. But college entrance gate had a vibe.
Sir, if you could bring one thing back from your BIT hostel days, what would
Mhm.
it be?
I think it's the people for sure. Um, because everyone had their own energy, their own way of living, uh, their own thinking process in place. And the thing is, so then you learn a lot of things from them. You get a different perspective of life, and definitely the time you spend with them, just chatting about any random stuff, trying to solve for the same problem. Like during just in the first year, I don't know you guys have heard about this topo. Like it's like someone made an ED diagram. You just copy it with a what do you call it? With a lantern below with a white glass. So that we used to call topo during our time. I don't know what you guys call now. So those innovative things are something which you keep getting from such people. So trying to solve for the same problem statement, and then fighting for like okay, who would be the first one to make that diagram so that everyone else can copy. So those people, the type of banters which we used to have, the type of problems we used to solve, and also like we were happy with whatever we had. It wasn't like no one complained that okay, we didn't have wi-fi that time, or we didn't have money that time, but everyone was happy, content in themselves, trying to solve for the smaller to smaller problems whichever was there in life, and just be happy with in their own world. So that was something I really missed about the college, and would like to definitely bring back those people. Definitely now, I think I'm from 2011 to 15 batch, so almost 10 years now. So I know that everyone has taken a different route in their life, being in different part of the world. That same thing won't be there, but a new adventure would be there. But yeah, would love to see how things.
Finally, sir, before we conclude,
Mhm.
can you give us a masterpiece of advice that every BITian should follow?
Okay, so see, the thing is, everyone has a different life, different journey. Now you have to decide what type of journey you want to have. Uh, are you a thinker or a doer? It's your choice. If you decide that you start your career just after doing a bachelor's, go for it. If you want to go for higher studies, go for it. The thing is, there's no right answer to anything. It's all about just doing things, moving on in life, taking a call, and sticking to it. Whatever you take a call for, just give your 100% or 110%. Keep doing it. Have faith in what you are doing. And for sure, reinvent, keep learning, have someone in your life whom you can look up to, who can guide you, because sometimes there would be time when you feel lost. Then just having those small conversations over a coffee or a tea will drastically change in what you are going to do in life. So do that. Be like always have a, I would say, a omnivore nature. Definitely talk to people, because the more you talk, the more you learn from them. And yeah, keep reinventing and changing the course of life.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. And thank you for giving me this opportunity. Uh, I didn't know what to do before this call, but I think uh, I didn't how this half an hour, 40 minutes passed by. Didn't know. But nice to see you guys, and all the best for your future. And yeah, I hope you guys end up in some personal adventure, which maybe I can also learn something in future and draw inspiration from it.
Thank you so much, sir. The way you connected your BIT experiences with the real world decision making truly highlights the power of curiosity, consistency, and continuous learning. We are grateful to have you had you here today.
Thank you.
To everyone listening, thank you for joining us. We hope today's conversation leaves you inspired to explore, grow, and push your boundaries. We have learned so many experiences from Narayan Mahto sir's.
This is
Great.
Echoes of Excellence. Until next time, stay curious, stay committed, and continue starving for excellence.